Okay, so before we even start talking about this movie, I need to give a quick backstory, okay? So let's just go back real quick. It's 2005, right? 2005 Christmas, right? And back in 2005, I was a little kid, little kid. And I used to watch TV, obviously, read comics and all that stuff. And there was a particular show on YTV. If you're from Canada, you know YTV. There was an anime called Shaman King. That was kind of like my gateway to anime. And I just remember loving that show, and I just wanted to play a game of that show. I wanted to play the game. So I had like a Game Boy Advance, but I broke mine. So I think I broke mine the year before or something. And Christmas was coming. So my list was just two things. Number one, a Nintendo, what is it? Nintendo DS, I think. And number two, the Shaman King game for Game Boy Advance called Shaman King Master of Spirits, right? So those are the only two things on my Christmas list. So fast forward Christmas Day, obviously, and I get those gifts. And I'm not gonna lie, I just remember it's like obviously we ate dinner, it's around like 8 p.m. And at that point my life peaked. My life peaked before it even began. But the night got better. So I'd even mention it was a white Christmas. It was snowing the whole day. So around 8 p.m., my parents are like, "Oh, get dressed," me and my sister. And we're just outside. We drive somewhere and we're just walking. We're walking. And there's a movie theater, right? And mind you, that was the first time I ever saw a movie theater in my entire life. I didn't even know what movie theaters were. I was that young. And honestly, that day is my earliest memory of snow. So listen, already this is a peak day. So I'm outside, it's Christmas, it's a white Christmas, it's at night, it's a vibe. And you walk into a movie theater, right? And what's playing? King Kong, right? I think it premiered a week before, and we went on Christmas Day. So we just watched that movie, and just long story short, the moral of the story is that day ended up being one of, if not the best day of my life. And it just made me fall in love with movies, right? And I just fell in love with going to the movies whenever there's a movie I want to watch. Even if there's a movie I don't really want to watch, just the movie experience. Like, that's kind of what started everything. So fast forward to yesterday. I walked out of a movie theater for the first time ever, and probably the last time. And obviously, the thumbnail of this video, this is about the M. Night Shyamalan movie called Trap. So, y'all see the title. The trailer was literally better than the movie. Even if I didn't get to, actually I'll get to the ending near a little bit later on, so before I start shitting on this movie, let me just talk about the positives, right? The daughter. Like, good performance, realistic performance. I don't know if she's actually a teenager or if she just looks young for her age. But very good performance. And I'm not exaggerating. That's the only positive I can think about for the entire movie. So, let's just get into the acting, right? For the main character. It's not that he acted, like, it's not that he's a bad actor, he had a horrible performance. It's that I don't know what type of movie this was, so I don't know how to judge his performance. If this movie is a comedy movie, then this is a masterclass, right? But if it's, and I'm assuming it's a thriller, then, so without spoiling the movie, I don't want to spoil the movie, because I feel like there's people, even if you don't like the movie, you'll enjoy the movie. You'll enjoy the movie. I'll explain why I didn't enjoy the movie in a second, but I feel like you guys would enjoy the movie. So I recommend the movie. It's hilarious. It's a good time. Probably for most people, right? There was a bunch of people laughing in my theater. So, the thing that I don't like about this movie is That, and let me just say this. This is one of the worst movies of all time. It's not one of the worst movies of all time because it's literally that bad, but just because of it's M. Night, bro. Like M. Night, I was out here defending you. Like but like it's 2024. If you hear M. Night Shyamalan, like most of the time it's people clowning him in his movies. But I honestly liked, Sixth Sense. I liked The Signs. I really like Split. So like Old was kind of forgettable, but like I've had positive experiences with M. Night movies. And obviously I haven't seen After Earth. Avatar, that was one of the worst. But I was so young that I don't even remember Avatar, so that's not even a stain on his jacket for me. And I honestly thought he had one with this movie. Because the first time seeing the trailer for this movie, I'm pretty sure it was right before Dune Part 2. I went to the theater and it was one of the trailers that played. And I just remember seeing that trailer and it instantly jumped to my third most anticipated movie of the entire year. Dune, Deadpool, and then it was this. So, like, I had some expectations, right? And this is how I was hyped for this movie. After that first trailer, I did not watch another trailer for the movie. So I was stoked for the movie, right? Because in the trailer, he literally gives us the entire plot. He tells us he's the killer. I haven't seen a concept like this ever. And I feel like the word concept is like really the word of the day, because that's my problem with M. Night Shyamalan. It seems like he has these concepts, right? But he can never fully deliver on the concepts. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this was a money grab. Because this shit bro, it's some of the most sitcom ass situations. Like this movie was bad. Think about this, right? This movie is kind of like if Christopher Nolan made Ant-Man 2. If Christopher Nolan made Ant-Man 2 with the history of movies that he has, Ant-Man 2 would be considered the worst movie ever. It's not actually the worst movie ever, but bro, Christopher Nolan, he has classics. He's been in the game for over 20 years. M. Night has been in the game for over 20 years, so there's no way this can't be a money grab. So the dad, which is the killer, brought his dad to some concert, and the lady throwing the concert is aware about the whole sting operation. So the whole operation is to catch him. And obviously he hears about it from one of the guys in the food stands. And this is my first problem with the movie. The food stand guy, right? So I'm just going to give you like one or two scenarios because I don't want the review to be that long. So it's just the most sitcom, Friends, Seinfeld, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's the most sitcom things happening in a M. Night Shyamalan movie that's supposed to be a thriller. Like, bro. So obviously there's the worker guy, and then he gets friendly with the worker guy, and then the worker guy brings him to the back to get a t-shirt, and then he does the classic swipe key card thing. He takes his key card. Now he's walking around the building. He's causing explosions. He's pushing ladies downstairs. He's talking to the SWAT team on the roof. Like, it's just the most unrealistic shit. That's why I said at the start, if it's a comedy movie, I might have to redo my whole review and everything. Cause then it's like, okay, like, cool. But since I'm thinking it's a thriller, so that's why I walked out of the movie. Like, and speaking about walking out, right? So this is what made me walk out of the movie. The singer, he threatens the singer to get hitch a ride home with the daughter because security's checking everybody, so they don't get checked, which is crazy. And there's this whole expert body language lady that's like the mastermind meant to catch him, and like she had a meeting before the whole day to everyone in the entire staff, all the officers, all the employees, but somehow he's getting sitcom ass stunts. He's doing it all around the arena and he's not getting caught while there's cameras in arenas. So cool. She's at her house. She's at his house, and then he wants her to leave, and she's not trying to leave. She's trying to warn the family because whatever. And then she literally steals his phone out of his hands. She sprints to the bathroom, and mind you, he has a wife and a son, and obviously a daughter, and everyone in the house is screaming at him. When she's still like, bro, it's just, that's when I walked out of the movie. Also, there's like a random Shake Shack ad. Kid Cudi's in the movie. Russ is in the movie. I'm not sure if the lead singer girl is like an actual artist. I'm not familiar with her, but yeah, man, like this is the worst movie I've ever seen. Like I've seen some bad stuff. I like watching bad stuff. Like you can't just watch the good stuff. Sometimes it's cool, it's cheesy, your guilty pleasures. But like this was just so bad. I'm not gonna lie, this was like I literally recorded a video when I got home, but it was way too incoherent because it was an instant reaction, and hopefully this video is better. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm still in shock. M Night, bro, just pack it up at this point, because I feel like there's no love. Like watching that movie, like it feels like he didn't care about the movie. Like it's just the most unrealistic shit. Anyways, yeah, this is my review on Trap. The trailer was better than the movie. I might rewatch the trailer after this. The trailer was fire. The movie, not so much. What did you guys think? If you watched the movie, please, anyone that walked out of the movie, please comment down below. I know I'm not the only one. Let me know what you guys think. Honestly, spoil the movie in the comments, because I don't know how it ended. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.